Thanks for your patience. I know it's been a long day.
It has been a long day. Yeah, thank you very much for having this, and I'm in support of this initiative. My name is Marlon Solomon. I am the founder and senior project engineer at the Afrimerican Culture Initiative. We're a Boston-based nonprofit. We serve multicultural communities and work on primarily cultural diversity, equity, inclusion, and restorative project management. The reason why I'm here today is because I support this. I definitely support this commission because it's important that we understand that a lot of the infrastructure and stuff that we have in Boston do not serve these communities. There's a current 27-year life expectancy difference in Roxbury, and that's primarily because of the infrastructure. That's what the infrastructure supports. So just to kind of go over, I know how many minutes? Oh, 2:07. Like that has been bothering the captain. Right. So, well, the message, like I said, is that I think this law is important. So we study and work on communal cultural reconstruction of the indigenous African American communities, which means that engineers, urban planners, to design and development and redesign of the infrastructure to support these cultural hubs. There are a lot of people in this room, and I do a lot of great work with them, and I stand on their shoulders. But as an engineer, I understand that no matter what they do, the infrastructure, unless the infrastructure is addressed, we're really on a treadmill. This law can help us finally get off this treadmill and move forward. All the programs that we are enacting in regards to equity and inclusion in our communities and our schools are basically been put in a basket. And this basket, no matter how much money you throw at it, will always have holes. Our research shows that culture is attached to land, and if the laws of which these lands are attached to are not in support of the cultural development of that community, then the culture of that community begins to fade, destroyed altogether, or even the community implodes. If the spaces that support intergenerational knowledge transfer to create products that produce revenue that economically feed our indigenous African American population, and if those things are not present, then the cultural ability to create wealth also fades. So when you think of what I work on redlining, I work on urban renewal, I work on things like the Southeast Corridor, demolishing the community, African American community in that area, and that's the same area that the 27-year life expectancy exists. So when you think of urban renewal, and you think of these African American communities, you need to think of an African American version of the Chinatown or in the North End. These are not just black spaces where black people exist. This is where they sell their cultural artifacts and make money. Back then it was jazz and soul food. That's how the community self-sustained itself. I'm going to pretend like I didn't hear that, but give me a second. Right. The distinction to this crucial work is because to avoid the pitfalls that when you look at things racially, there are a lot of nuance to that race. I'm African American, right? I call myself indigenous African American, but my dad is Nigerian. My blood is from Lebanon. I have the hair to prove it. My mom is from Virginia, right? So you can't tell all that with the cultural diversity, but each part of me has a different experience. Right? If I come from Nigeria, I come from a place that's culturally intact with tools and skills that have been given to me, and I can progress. So when you give jobs to people that are black, you're only giving it to people that can probably, even the Nigerian the Nigerian family household makes more than the average white. So therefore, you're not accommodating the community that really needs the help. So that's why this kind of study needs to be done. If slavery is the grandfather of our condition, then redlining and urban renewal is the mother. The data shows that the effects of redlining, urban renewal, and the more indicative of our culture and our condition today than anything else. The recovery that occurred between 1865 and 1965 was thwarted by these projects, and the knowledge gained during that recovery is now only a distant memory. We all should be.
If you could conclude now, yeah.
Okay, I will conclude. Yep. I will conclude. All right. I'm talking about Well, I'll just, like I said, I will conclude by saying that a lot of the work that needs to be done is infrastructural, and I want and this reparations needs engineers and the BPDA to follow their own data. The most kids in this city live between on Blue Hill Ave between the ages 0 to 17, and they don't have any T to get there, and the T was removed in the 50s from the Franklin Park area. So this is the issue. Act fast, act now. There's a 27-year life expectancy difference. My people are dying. Thank you.
Great. Thank you very much, sir, for your testimony.